Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, random. Well, we could do that another day. Again, after today, I'll listen to your feedback and we'll go from there. Now, another feedback that I wanna hear is, do we have a little bit of music like really low or do we not? All right, so knight f3, we're playing Sicilian defense. Live stream is looking good, I think. So I just need to go back to. Okay, here we go. Now I'm gonna keep it very simple. You know that I don't know much theory when it comes to Sicilian, so I'm just gonna develop my pieces, castle, have some fun. Okay, good point. I want to play almost every opening, so yeah, I play d4 right now. I assume a lot of you play 4. Next game as white, we could play d4, c4, f4. All right, so I'm just castling. And definitely, I do want to tie everything down to the 3-room method. So right now I'm in room number 1. All we got to do is develop the pieces, control the center or counterattack the center, castle, and then once we do that, we get to the middle game or room number 2 where we're ready to attack and so on. Okay, now regarding this bishop, I could bring it over through this diagonal, or I could just delay it and develop the knight. Why not? You know that you just made me want to play it. I was not going to play it. I'm like, hey, keep it classical. But I think F4 is coming. By the way, let me know, is the audio okay? Is any music coming through? I press play, but I think it's too low. You will let me know. I know, but it's great to see some familiar faces. Hello, hello. Italy, what's going on? Okay, so now I'm fully developed, I'm castled, my opponent is not castled or fully developed. I should be putting pressure right away. I should be putting pressure right away. All right, well, great age. Enjoy it, because before you know it, you're gonna be 33 like myself. You're gonna have kids. So enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Hello, hello. Mm, 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 mm. Yes, yes, yes. We're back to regular. I also want to start playing tournaments, which means I'm already training a little bit more. So back to chess, back to chess. I've said this many times before, where chess always finds a way to bring me back. So here we are. King's Indian attack. I like that idea. You know it. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You see, that's the thing. I don't even know what tournaments are going on. Okay, I think this is a free pawn. I'm about to go just take the pawn and see what happens. Or I could take on f6 and then see what happens. Now, knight c6, if the queen moves to c7, for example, where's my knight going to go? If my rook was already or were already on the e file, that would be a different story. But you see, this is a critical moment. This is something I tell my students all the time. How do I know this is a critical moment? Like when you're doing a tactic, someone is telling you, hey, there is a tactic. But in an actual game, that's the question. How do I know if there's a tactic or not? Well, take this position, for example. I'm being attacked. I'm attacking things. There are things to capture. There are options. So definitely I want to spend some time here. If I go back, all these moves have been pretty straightforward. No critical moment, just play casually. But then right now, 2 pieces in my opponent's camp, I gotta calculate. This deserves at least 30 seconds. So I'm sorry, take, knight c6, queen c7, for example, queen f3, bishop b7, not gonna cut it. Not gonna cut it. I could just go back. I could just go back. Yep. Now, if there was something and I didn't see it, okay, I come back, review the game, I learn, but I don't want to spend 25 minutes on this position. Hey, guys, let me know a couple things, please help me here. Let me know if the comment that I put with the spreadsheet is pinned, and let me know if the audio is coming through. Okay, hey, Mary Lee, my favorite student. What's going on? Okay, they're teasing me now. I want that pawn for free. Nah, let me keep improving my pieces. I just don't know yet how to get the knight out once I get the pawn. Not to mention that pawn is gonna fall sooner or later. It's a weak pawn. That's enough for me to be happy already. Hello. It is pinned. Thank you. Audio? Yeah, the return of the knights is not gonna happen. That movie, we're not gonna be able to see it. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, should we put the music or no? Okay. I like the idea of bringing my bishop to the same diagonal as that queen. I'm defending the knight, I'm creating a tactic, so I'm fabricating the tactic. It's one thing when the tactic shows up and you find it, great. But also we have to be able to fabricate it. Hello, Jean Pascal, what's going on? Okay, let me turn the music up a little bit, and well, let me finish the game because I know I'm gonna lose this game. Okay, every time my opponent moves, what are you putting pressure on? Do I really care about that knight? I should. Why wouldn't I? So b3, I'm very aware every time I move a pawn I create weaknesses. So this bishop I gotta keep an eye out for. No silly mistakes, nothing like that. Music is good? Oh, music is coming through. Okay, so yeah, you see? We know that's what you want. Hanging pieces, not a good idea ever. Okay, let me go queen f3. There we go. Putting pressure on the pawn. I want that pawn. I don't need it right now, but I want it. Okay, fair enough. If they take on e5, we simply take back. One thing that I have at the back of my head is hanging knight, I gotta move it. Clear this diagonal. And then even though I got double pawns, my opponent has double pawns and isolated pawn. So all I'm thinking about is simplify, go to an endgame where you could capitalize on those weak pawns. Okay, that's a free pawn, my friend. No, because this is hanging. All right, we're clearing this diagonal. We're hitting a weak pawn, so both weak pawns are being attacked. And yeah, I think pretty annoying move. Now, this is when we have to calculate. Do we want to move the queen, or do we want to take on c5 with a tempo on the queen? If I take on c5, you see, critical moment. I'm attacking, they're attacking me. So if I take on c5 and you take me, I take you, easy. And the knight has a return. If I take, they move the queen here, I move my queen and I defend. If you move the queen here, I move my queen and I defend. In between moves. Mary Lee saw that one a mile away. Yeah, knight to a4, very good move. Well, not a very good move. I like the move, but keep in mind, we don't like knights on the edge, only because it is temporary. All right. There we go. Oh, I dropped the knight. I should have put the queen. No, there was no way. I think we just dropped the knight. So both knights being attacked, and my queen cannot defend this without getting in the way of the rook. Right? Okay, so what do we do now? We take, and then This queen is hanging. So the bishop is pinned. We might be able to get something back. We might. We just might. Less than 1 minute. We have 5-second increment. We should be fine. I'm pretty sure. We'll review the game, and that's what we do. After the game, we come back. I missed this. And then you work on those patterns. The link is not working. Can someone confirm? Okay. Give me that or d4 first. Give me that. Who am I kidding? Yeah, I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you that. Okay, isolated pawns. I don't want to help them improve that. So, isolated pawn 2. You know what? I'm going to take it. Because now I got a pawn majority. 2 versus 1. That's it. Rook to the open file. Small edge. Let's see if we can convert. All right. Let me fix this pawn in place just in case. Yeah, they just don't care. Improve the rooks. There's only one open file, and I want to own it. If I combine open file plus pawn majority, it should give us something, but we'll see. Da, 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 da. What store? What have I missed? Okay, this pawn of mine is not weak, so I'm not concerned. I'm gonna go f4, not only to fix this guy in place, but to start activating the king. Endgame, I have to think of activate the king. All right, what do we want? We're gonna defend until the king comes over, and then the rook is free to go over. Only one open file, only one open lane. And by the way, going back to the 3 rooms method, this is already room number 3. Number 3, endgames, activate the king. Yeah, this might be coming. All right, to take or not to take. Well played by my opponent. Rook takes or pawn takes? Pawn takes should be the move. Here we go. This is such an ugly move. That's basically it. Welcome to chess. Welcome to chess. All right. And we defend. I'm not sure if we're gonna make any progress here. So some people say they listen, they can hear it. Some people say they cannot. All right, let's try to make progress. Ideally, my king will be defending this pawn, but it's not that easy. Let me clear this rank. I don't want to give him anything. Be patient. My opponent cannot be that comfortable. We gotta bring the king over. We have to bring the king over. All right. There we go. There we go. Now we keep pushing. It got me to where I am. That's all I know. I always say it. So keep going. Keep going. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Welcome aboard. Okay, so this pawn I'm not concerned about. I wonder. What do I want to do? trying to get here. I realize my rook is going to be hanging. I don't like that. Skewers. So maybe it was better to bring it down. Maybe. Rook c5 was a better move. Now we're low on time. We got 15 seconds, so we better play fast. But this being an endgame, it shouldn't be that difficult to play fast. Patience, patience, patience. Don't drop a piece. No pieces hanging. This is not good. All right. This is defended. This is defended. This is defended. 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 And then the king is going to come over here, put the pawn in motion. I'm pretty sure I could have done it in a cleaner way, but that's for people who know how to play chess. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, guys, let me finish. We'll get to it. Maybe it's because we have already filled out the form, so as I play people, it should be easier. Okay, so you gotta move. The important thing is to have a plan, and we have a plan. Pass pawn, push, push, push. This rook is not happy, but it's defending. Why not? Be patient. Am I dropping the pawn? I'm dropping the pawn. I think I'm dropping the pawn. I think we dropped the pawn. Whatever advice, I did it right now because I'm getting outplayed. Nah, this endgame we shouldn't be getting outplayed, but definitely I'm not as comfortable anymore. My pass pawn dropped. So I'm afraid we're not going to be making a lot of progress anytime soon. To take or not to take? Now I want to take with check. Don't give up anything. And then I want to see if I could activate my king. All right, let's bring the king over. I wanted to go to b4, but then they cut me off. And I need my king involved. These two working together. I'm down a pawn. I just realized that. Yeah, that's the right move. That is the right move. Well, we gotta give. To receive, we have to give. G4 is winning, probably. I think they're gonna get a pass pawn regardless, and they should be winning. Now my opponent is getting low on time, so that might affect him or her. Now the best thing I could do is activate my pieces. Winning, losing, it doesn't matter. I got a pass pawn, hopefully that helps. Oof. Check. Have to be very careful now. This pawn is falling. I think my opponent had to take here with check. A tempo is very, very important. Now I could get this. I'm not losing this game, I know that much. Now if I do this, if I did this, only if I could do this. Okay. Now opposition, so they have to go away. And that's it. My king should... I'm not losing this one. I'm not losing this one. I don't know if I'm going to win, but I'm not going to lose. My rook, worst case scenario. Okay, it's going to be sacrificed for the pawn. Be careful. All right, check. We get some time on the clock. Okay, you're completely cut off. Hey, well done, well done, well done. Well, we won a tempo. We talked about the royal diagonal. We tried to checkmate them in one move. My opponent is very good. He's not giving me a chance. We got lucky. We got lucky. These rook endgames are pretty complex. That's a fact. Oh, it's my turn. What did I do? I was looking at the at the list of players. And okay, back to here. Yeah, it's gonna be a draw. It is what it is. We gave this rook for the pawn, and then we promote. Well done, well done. Perfect, perfect. All right, I think this is a good game to begin with. I'm looking now. Let me go to game review for a moment. For those who are joining now, welcome back. Haven't done a live stream in a while. Let me see game review. This is where we really see how bad we are. Yeah, the form seems to be not working. I'm looking at it right now. Don't you worry about it. All right, I'm gonna refresh it and then it should go back to working, okay? Now, speaking of the game itself, I think we got a pretty nice game. This is 82. Where are we? Yeah, 82% accuracy by both of us. Not so bad. I just want to get, and by the way, when I review my games, this is what I do. I finish, I scan the game. I don't want to go too deep into it. Just key moments. Okay, you see here, e5 seems very strong, trying to detach these isolated pawns. There we go. But I was focused on developing my pieces. D3, yeah, e5 was always there. So next time I play something like this, be more energetic. I'm castled, they're not. Bishop g5, nope, e5. Every time I don't play e5, mistake. Don't talk to me if you don't play e5. There you go, finally. I waited until I was fully developed. Knight takes, bishop h4, okay. Rook e1, logical moves. b3, don't give him anything. And then queen f3. All right, so far we're up by 1.6, but can we convert? There we go. Maybe don't ruin your pawn structure. Bishop e6, mistake. Knight to a4, okay. And then blunder, and we lost a piece. That's it. Just keep it simple, no in between moves. I always tell my students, including Mary Lee, you don't want to put yourself in this situation where we are attacking each other, but your opponent gets to move first. This, I missed it. I did not see it. There we go. c4. What was the better move? Yeah, f6. Make me go away, and then you could move the bishop. There we go. Rook endgame. Okay, so I'm not gonna go too deep here because it's roughly equal. Yeah, my opponent did the right thing, put pressure on the weak pawn. Activate the king. Great, great. Actually, if someone played this properly, it was my opponent. Open file. trying to trade their weak pawn for my pawns. So instead of a majority, he's using a minority to create more weaknesses. Beautifully played. That's it. That's it. I had to be passive. Actually, I'm losing now. Where did my opponent give me a break? Where did you give me a break? Why did you give me a break? Okay, here you're winning. Rook b2. I guess he shouldn't have allowed my king to come over. That's what it is. That's what it is. Cut off the king. That way the king cannot defend the weak pawn. All right, very good.